Hey y'all, it's Future Abraham over here. Just to let you know that a little trigger warning because I am talking about throw up and being sick on the airplane. So yeah, here's your little warning. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. But anyways, back to dirty laundry. Welcome back to another episode of Dirty Laundry. But yes, I really miss filming Dirty Laundry because I've only done 2 episodes that you guys know of, but I filmed a lot more, but I didn't really like the quality of them. So, welcome to the third episode of Dirty Laundry. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Yes, you heard that right. Las Vegas. And you're wondering, why are we talking about Las Vegas today? Well, because I want to go see the one and only BTS. And oh my god, when I tell you the show was a show, it was a show. But, you know, the segments that I had for this episode, scratch that. We're not doing that today because we're talking about Vegas. So, Vegas was an experience. It was so much fun. But we're going to start from the pinpoint of the day before we traveled. Okay? Just to let you know how that week was for me. So, let's start off with Sunday. So, on Sunday, I was making sure I had everything packed, ready to go. Everything was right. Everything was perfect. Everything was right. Everything was in the spot. Packing, check. Everything off the box, check. Now we just got to wait for Monday. So on Monday, I double checked my suitcase, make sure everything was in there. And yeah, I left my house with my friend around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we just hanged out at her house for the time. And we literally unboxed our whole luggage to show each other what we were taking, because you and your best friend are like this, because you gotta show what you're gonna take to make sure you guys don't have any matching outfits, because especially if they have a fiance, you don't want that to happen because they're already gonna be matching and you don't want to seem like the third wheel. So, um, ooh, um, so no matching outfits, but it would have been cute if we did if all four of us had a matching outfit. Um, and then we're just waiting. I shaved last minute, okay? Literally, this was from last week for the concert, and I need to reshave it again. And also, I do need another haircut because my hair is getting a little crazy on top, but that's okay. And um, we were just waiting, hanging out. We were watching movies. We were just making sure everything was nice and charged before we left, because we know we had a long night ahead of us. And her fiance, that's also my friend, came home from work, and we were like, okay, let's relax for like an hour or two. At 10, let's hit the road. We ended up making a stop to Mod's Pizza because Mod Pizza is that what we were craving, and that's what was somewhat open late like that. And so we stopped at Mod's. We left Mod's like around like 10:40ish, and then we were on the road to pick up my friend that lives in Seattle, because that's her cousin, and she's my friend. And we want to go do that. We got to Seattle like around like one, almost like heading 2 o'clock. We hanged out for there a little bit. Then we went to the Hilton Hotel by the airport so we can get the car checked in so we can leave it there for parking. And then they took us to the shuttle they took us in a shuttle to the airport, and we waited at the airport till 5 o'clock in the morning the next day, the day we were going to Vegas. And let me tell you, these past 2 weeks, oh my god, my stomach has. Ooh, let me restate that real quickly because I just had a stroke. No offense for the people that actually got strokes. I'm sorry. But my stomach was not stomaching with huevos, eggs. Yes, you heard that right. Eggs. My stomach was not taking eggs for the time we were there. So literally, the Monday that we were leaving, I ate eggs, and my stomach was not having it. I was like, no, ma'am. I'm like, I can't. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, symptoms of like feeling like you ate something really bad. So that happened, and then Monday morning, no, Tuesday morning, because we were supposed, yeah, Tuesday morning, I wanted some food because I was really hungry. So I got a McGriddle without the egg, just the cheese, and then I got myself a sausage burrito. Hear that again. I got myself a sausage freaking burrito. And you're wondering, like, Abraham, doesn't that have eggs in it? Yes, yes, it does. And let me tell you, I started to get bloated at the airport. My stomach was not having it. I felt sick to my stomach at the airport. And oh my god, my day went down, down, downhill. Like, I was not having it. I was just like, no way. I'm like, no way that little fucking ass burrito decided to fuck me up that bad. My friend even said I looked pale. I was like, oh fuck. And the only way I could get that out of my system is by throwing up. Cause I was in the bathroom taking the dump out. You know what I mean? And no, the only way I could have felt better is by throwing away, throwing up the eggs I ate. And I was like, like the process when you're like throwing up, like getting the saliva and everything, that was kicking in, and I was just like, oh my god. And I was just like, no way, fucking Jose. I'm like, not today. So I kept swallowing my saliva, kept pushing it back down. It was working until we hit our last flight to Vegas. No, it was our second flight to Vegas because we had stops that we had to do. And I was just like, oh no. Like, no, ma'am. And I was just like I need to throw up. I can't. Like, I don't feel good. Literally, I told the flight attendant that I wasn't feeling good. I got 3 seats to myself. I was like, yes, yes. I was like, yes, I get to sleep in peace. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But also, they gave me a trash bag and whatever. And then I was like, right before the flight, I was like, I need to throw up. I'm not feeling good. So I ended up going to the little bathroom. Let me show you what the hell the bathroom looks. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know how the bathroom looks like. But a demonstration. Imagine a big guy like me having just like probably like this to like right here, like almost this corner, but slightly bigger. I felt like a giant in there. I felt like I was big caboose in there. Cause I was just like, like I fit. Okay, I fit in the bathroom, and you know what? That all that matters. As long as I can fit and buckle, that's all that matters. So I had to throw up, right? And I was just like, great, amazing, lovely. I tried all the methods of throwing up. Nothing was coming out besides little pieces. And people could hear me outside the fucking bathroom. I was like, like, you did not hear me throw up that many fucking times. And I decided to throw up twice. One, one before we took off, and then one after we took off. Because I was still out of it, but nothing kept coming out. So we did that. I was like, ugh, I can't. So when that ended up happening, after I threw up the first time, I passed out. Like, honestly, my body was feeling ugh, and like, my body was just out of it. And after I woke up, I was like I need something. Like, I still feel a little wonky donkey, and I was just like, I need something else in my system. And I was like, let's try to go throw up again. And this was around the time where they were handing out drinks. I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't need anything. So I went back to the bathroom, asked for another bag. They gave me 2 bags this time, just so I want to ask again. And I ended up not throwing up anything again. It was like little pieces, but that's about it. And literally after I got out of the bathroom, I'm like, I'll take a Sprite because I know that Sprite is going to help me a lot. And let me tell you, that Sprite helped me out a lot. Like Sprite does magic for some reason. I was like, I'm gonna go to the hospital and be like, give me a Sprite IV drip, thank you, because it's just for some reason. If you have any stomach problems, drink a Sprite because it works wonders. Like it's just that great. Like I swear, I'm not sponsored by Seven Up. 7 Up. Get that out of here. Sprite. Sprite is like the homegirl. She's like, girl, drink this, and you drink it, and you feel so much fucking better after. Like for no reason. For no fucking reason. But anyways, let's keep going. But it's like, how does the Sprite do that? And then after that, I felt better. We landed in the spot we had to land, and what happened was our flight was gonna be the next one boarding, so we were already in our seats. I just had to move one because someone was gonna be sitting there, and I didn't want to sit next to the person because I was already fully awake, and I wanted to sit with my friends. And let me tell you, I had so much fun sitting with my friends, but yeah, my first ride over there was horrible, horrible, and literally after that flight, we landed in Las Vegas, and the first thing I saw was this beer with the BTS Arirang symbols and all the picture stuff, and it was so good. I was like, woo! And yeah, after that, we had to go pick up the rental car that we had. For my friend, literally last minute was like, we should have never even gotten it. I was like, we could have just Ubered. It would have been a lot more cheaper. And on top of that, after we picked up the car, we were looking at the hotel. We are like, dang, this is big. Like, oh, like imagine from here, here, like, oh, and it was just huge. Literally, the whole bottom was just a casino. And let me tell you this: do not gamble, because what they say about Vegas that people win a lot of money. No, they do not. Let me tell you, I did not win nothing. I lost about $200, and I was not having it. But I did have fun. So we checked in. We went in. We literally, we all took showers, and then we all went out because it was our first day in Vegas, and we know for a fact we didn't have that much time. And then we hit the whole strip. We hit the whole strip in that day. We went to go see. We saw most of all the hotels. I got to see that house, the Gaga. I bought some merch. It's very expensive though. Not really. What else? When we went to Bruno Mars Avenue, we went to the Reese's store. We went to MGM Park. We went to New York, New York, and then we also went Fat Tuesday, I think, or yeah, something like that, to go get one of those big alcohol drinks. It was pretty good, not gonna lie. And what else did we do? When we didn't gamble, where else did we go? Oh, we went to that one potato place where the food court's at by the strip that it's all over TikTok. I didn't get anything because I wasn't feeling it, because it was literally the same day that my webbles got me all fucked up. And so I just got a boba and like a waffle, and that's about it. And then after that, we walked back. We just explored the whole strip. We kept taking pictures. And we actually ended the night really early at 9 a.m. 9 p.m. I should say, not a.m. Ooh, imagine. Ooh, no. We ended the night at 9 p.m. I woke up at 6 the next day. And of course, I gotta get my coffeecito, my little coffee. And I ended up bringing water to the whole gang because we were dying of thirst. Because for some reason, the water in Las Vegas is not really that good. And it was fun the night before, but then chaos day, the day of the concert. So we woke up, everything was great. We went to go get merch at 10 p.m. Not 10 p.m. 10 like 10:30 a.m. and we went. It it was a process. We were in line for about 2 hours, and then my friend forgot the battery thingy, the inside of the battery thingy for the army bomb, and we were trying to find a replacement for it. Girl, they did not sell replacements, and I was like, dang, I'm like, we were gonna have to buy a whole new army bomb. So we literally went from the Amazon merch line to the other one across the stadium, and we were there for about an hour too, and then we went back to the hotel. I was literally gonna shower that day because I felt icky, and didn't have time. Literally started getting ready for the concert. Literally left our hotel room at like 5:30. We went to the stadium, and it wasn't that much of a wait. We were literally got to the stadium, and it was only like a 10 minute wait. Less than 10 minutes actually. It was like 5 minutes at least just for all the scanning and the tickets and everything. And then we got to our seats pretty quickly. It was like probably the max like 10 minutes at least to get to where we're sitting. And I might enter a clip of the concert.
3, 2, 1. Bang!
I know, we had really good seats. And if you're wondering what seats we had, it was section 106, row 20, seats 16 through 19, 16 to 20 actually. And it was just an amazing time. It was great. It was lovely. After the concert ended, we were like, we should go out, we should go party, da 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 da. We ended up just staying in. I think we were just tired from the day, and I really wanted to go out, but the rest of them didn't. A lot of the bars were closed, so we just ended up going downstairs and getting a $3 margarita. It was pretty good, not gonna lie. Wish I got another one. But after that, we stayed up to like 1, and then we passed out. Next day is checkout day. Obviously, the worst day ever. So, checkout day. We ended up dropping it back off the car at 3 o'clock. Our flight left at 5:30, so we made it to the airport like around 3:30 at the max. And then we just at the airport talking about the concert. We're going back and looking at the videos. Like, it was just an amazing time, and it was just great. And then after that, what did we do? After that, we just got in our flights, headed back to Seattle. But funny thing is, right when we landed back in Seattle, we all lit up. I'm like, oh, we're back home. I'm like, yes, we're back in Washington. I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh, I'm crying at the airport. I'm like, oh my God. I can smell the trees from inside the plane. That's how much I miss Seattle. And no, I wasn't actually crying. I was just over exaggerating. But it felt nice to be back where all the greenery was at. Because Las Vegas is literally just desert. Literally no trees, everything. Oh, yeah. And I saw my first palm tree. It wasn't that big, but But it was literally just desert. Nothing too special, I guess. The only thing special is that everything there is expensive. Okay, I forgot to mention this part. So, before the concert, I wanted to get my energy up. I was feeling it. I was like, okay, you know what? I need an energy drink. Let's go. I paid $10 for a fucking Celsius. $10 for a fucking Celsius. Isn't that fucking crazy? $10 10. $10 for a fucking Celsius. Where usually I only pay like $3. I was like, ugh, that is crazy. But that's one thing I forgot to mention. But then after that, we had another mini trip in Seattle. So in Seattle, we went to Bellevue. We went. Uh, I don't remember the name of the hotel, and we stayed there. It was nice. It was great. We had Domino's pizza. That no, wait, no. We had what did we have? I don't think we had anything last night. We were hungry, but we didn't order anything. But we went to sleep all hungry, and then the next day we went out. We had Cielos in Seattle. Shout out to them. Lovely staff, good food, authentic, good carne asada. To be honest with you, and what else? Ugh, I'm trying to remember. After that, we went to Pokemon shop because my friend's starting getting into Pokemon. So we went to go do that. He wanted to get his cards checked because he thought it was fake, but it wasn't. And then after that, we went to the mall because it was cold in Seattle. And guess what? I didn't bring a long sleeve. This would have been the shirt I would have taken, but there was no. There was none. Everything was so expensive. I went to Uniqlo or Uniqlo. Ooh. And I think there was honestly, if I could fit in Uniqlo's clothes, that would be my closet. Like that would be like my outfits go to. Like they had so much cute stuff, but I am not skinny. I am too thick for them. Apparently, they don't carry up to my size. I'm like, you know what? That sucks for y'all because y'all are missing out on a big demographic. And yes, my business side just kicked in. Okay, we should bump up the clothes by 2 sizes at least. Honestly, in every store in the mall, bump it up to 3XLs because honestly, you'll be making more money. Anyways, we're in a Uniqlo, and everyone hearing about this right here, my display case for Pop Mart. I actually got it for free. Well, technically not for free, but free. Um, I had to buy 4 figures just to get that. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I'm in my room, that is on it. But I turn it off when I go to sleep or when I leave my room because the homegirl is not in the room. The owner of the shop is not here. So obviously we turn it off. But then after the mall, we had to go drop off my friend that lives in Seattle. We had to go to her house to pick up her work clothes, and then we got to drop her off at work. And then on top of that, before we dropped her off, we went to Barnes and Nobles. I have been searching for this book because I already had the second volume. I didn't have the first one. And if you're wondering, Abraham, why didn't you wait just to buy the first volume, then the second? Because the second volume at my local Barnes and Nobles was literally the last copy there. And I was like, I'm taking it with me. So, I mean, if you're wondering, what book are you talking about? It's an anime. It's a manga. And it's been the thing I've been hooked on lately. Go for it, Nakamura. I went to the mall, Bellevue, Barnes and Nobles. They didn't have it there, and I was so sad. I literally got depresso. I was like, dang. And then I didn't know there was a university bookstore there that had a Barnes and Noble. And I checked. I'm like, they have it there, and it was literally down the street by where my friend worked. And I was like, oh, we should go. I'm like, let me book the order, and we'll just go pick it up. And they're like, okay, that's fine. So I ended up doing that, and they closed at 6. I made it at 6. I was one of those people that went into the bookstore to go pick up a book at 6, right when they closed. And there was a guy that was like coming out. He was like, they're closed. I'm like, I just called, and they said I can go in. So excuse me, keep walking. Thank you. And so I ended up picking up my order and being happy at the end of the day because I got my book. Next day, I ended up going. We obviously we went back to the hotel. We stayed up playing a game. It's like a resource game. I don't remember the name of it, but if I do, I'll probably just go. But we played that game, and next day we ended up going exploring. We checked out. We went to where we went to K-pop Nara, and let me tell you, I have officially gotten some albums that I have been waiting to get. First off, this has been the album I've been wanting since, you know, I got Weverse and everything. I got TXT's first album, The Dream Chapter Star. This is a go platinum here. Okay, but after TXT's album, another one that I got was, of course, they're currently very popular right now, and it is X Love. Oh, one and only, I'm gonna be your one and only. That song is so catchy, and I love it so much. But then, of course, I'm just like, if they have their other album, I'll get it too, and I did. This, this band right here, amazing, talented, show-stopping, brilliant. Like, they're doing amazing. But unfortunately, I cannot get a copy of their latest album. I got such good songs. And yes, I know you're like, Abraham, where's the album review? I tried listening to Short and Sweet, and I cannot. I'm sorry, I cannot listen to Short and Sweet. I listened to the first couple songs. It was short and sweet. I couldn't get into it personally, so that had to be a skip for me. But I'm glad that we're back here in my little small town in Washington. And yeah, that was my Vegas trip. And you'll see the Vegas vlog probably after this, because I'm going to upload it for next week. I have like 2 videos lined up. I have 3 videos lined up for y'all. So I will catch you guys the next episode of Dirty Laundry, and thank you for coming with me to talk about Vegas. Even though you're going to see the Vegas vlog literally after this week. This episode's there. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of Dirty Laundry, and trust me, we're going to go back to our regular schedule of Dirty Laundry. I promise, every Friday. Okay, but here, before we end it off, the reason why that last video was super late is because it was taking forever to upload to YouTube. So that's the only reason why it was late. But other than that, all videos are going to be up on Friday at 10 a.m. Why am I always saying p.m.? Anyways, if you guys are liking the podcast so far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when we upload another podcast episode. Or if you just want to subscribe for liking this podcast episode, go ahead. It's my pleasure. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, and keep an eye out for more YouTube videos instead of like podcast videos if you do subscribe. So thank you for joining the fam, and I'll see you guys next time on Dirty Laundry. Bye.